Hello guys, welcome to my channel Learn with PR. In this video, we are going to learn about the priority queue, right? We have already completed in the previous video all operations on DQ. So please check that video and you will surely understand the concept of DQ as well. So in this video, we will understand what is priority queue. So it is a special type of data structure where each elements is associated with a priority and elements are served based on their priority instead of their arrival order. All right. So basically in a normal queue, we use the principle of FIFO, that is first in, first out. But in a priority queue, highest or lowest priority first we have to check. So elements with a higher priority are removed first. If the priorities are equal, then we have to process in FIFO order. All right, so let's talk about the types of it. So we have two kind of types. We have first type as max priority queue and the next is a min priority queue. So in a max, basically elements with the highest value has highest priority, right? So in a removal time when we are deleting, so largest element first delete. Okay, first means first the highest element will delete. All right, for example, if you have array elements as 10, 5, 20 and 15, so the output order will be 10, 15, 10 and 5. If you want to delete, so 20 will delete first. All right, so that is all about your max priority queue. Now next is a min priority queue. In this we have to do the opposite one, means elements with the smallest value has highest priority to, means when we will delete, so the smallest value will delete first. Okay, so when you will say removal means deletion we want to do, so smallest element first delete. Okay, so for example, if you have 10, 5, 20, 15 elements in an array, so 5, 10, 15, 20 will be the order of the output. Okay, and 5 will delete first. Okay, so this is that these two types we have. Okay, this is all about the max and min priority queue. So let's talk about some examples of a of priority queue. Okay, so you can say the CPU scheduling as well. So the task you can say with higher priority get executed first. So next is you can say hospital emergency room. So the patients are treated based on sickness, so not according to the arrival time. So that is an emergency room I'm talking about. It's not about the queue you are in a to means for the checkup. Okay, for checkup that is a different thing. I'm talking about the hospital emergency room क्या, ठीक है, जिसकी ज़्यादा दिक्कत होगी, जो ज़्यादा सिक होगा उसको पहले ट्रीटमेंट दिया जाता है, right? It's not about the arrival time. Okay, so now let's talk about some basic operations, how we what we can do in this priority. So as you know, we can insert as well. Okay, we can delete and we can also get to the first element, that you can say peak element, and we can also check if empty or if full. अगर वो full है तो क्या condition we have, what condition we have to write, and if it is empty then what kind of condition we have to write here. Okay, so let's talk about first insertion. When you want to do insertion, that means NQ. So when you want to insert element with priority, that time we have to maintain the order. Okay, we have to maintain the order, means in that order we have to, means in a ascending or descending order we have to maintain our elements. Okay, why we are maintaining it? So that we can delete easily. Okay, what deletion basically, that is a DQ. You when you want to remove element with the highest priority, जिसकी highest priority होगी, ठीक है, जिसकी सबसे पहले सबसे ज़्यादा highest element हो, highest element होगा, that will delete first, that we can say deletion. Okay, peak means when you want to get the highest priority element without removing, that you can say if empty, if full, that is a condition we have to check for. All right, so we can make implementation as well. We can use array as well as linked list. Okay, and basically when you are using array and linked list, it is simple hota hai. The problem is it is inefficient. Why inefficient? as you know, the time complexity of it, when you want to insertion deletion, okay, we have to maintain some time complexity. You know very well that thing. If we can do array implementation and linked list representation, that time the time complexity is a big O n actually. So this is a very high time complexity, you can say. Okay, so when that is, you can say whatever the number of elements you have that time, till then we have to do what, do maintain the elements as well and need to delete as well. Okay, that you can say what, that this, when you are using array and linked list, that is simple and inefficient. Okay, so for that operation we can also use one more thing, that is heap. Okay, usually we can implement with the help of binary heap. Okay, so max heap and min heap. So that we have discussed in our when we were doing heap sorting. Okay, that time you can also check what is heap, max heap and min heap. Okay, that we will do it in a next video, but in this we will just implement array first. Okay, so let me tell you about some heap concept. Basically in a heap, in a binary heap, इट इज़ अ कंप्लीट बाइनरी ट्री. ओके, तो हम जब ये कंसेप्ट ट्री का स्टार्ट करेंगे, ट्री में आई विल कवर दिस ऑल्सो. ओके, सो इन अ हीप basically it is a complete binary tree. Okay, that you can see max heap and min heap. So in a min and max heap में what will be the criteria actually? Max heap में the parent node जो भी होगा ना, that should be greater than and equal to child. Okay, and in a min heap, the property of this is basically parent node is smaller than and equal to child, that we can say. Okay, so we will just check that also in when we were doing binary tree. Okay, that time we will check out how we can use max heap and min heap. Today we will understand this priority queue using array. Okay, so let's write a program. So first we have to maintain our insertion, deletion, okay, function, and then we will do display as well. All right, in that basically we will use array only. Okay, max size we can take, है ना. So let's write down a simple code. Okay, एक simple code बनाते हैं so that you will also understand how we can maintain, है ना, हम कैसे maintain कर सकते हैं, right, अपने elements को with the help of priority. जितनी उसकी highest priority होगी, it will go in which location, है ना, and so wise. चलो, let's write down. In this, I am simply defining first the size of the array. Okay, so let's define max. All right, here I am creating max size as 100. Okay, now let's write down int array max. Done. Or you can create 10 elements if you want to. You don't want to waste the memory, that is okay. I am creating one more size as 0. Done. Now let's create a insert function. Okay, in this I am writing here value, so we will pass one value and accordingly. Okay, in this I am creating I. All right, now let's write a for loop here. So this for loop basically using for maintaining the order, है ना, वो मेंटेन करेगा ऑर्डर को. अब कौन से ऑर्डर को मेंटेन कर रहा है, मीन्स when you are saying like when you are entering the elements, जब आप एंटर कर रहे हो एलिमेंट्स को, ठीक है, उस टाइम पे हमें एक ऑर्डर्स मेंटेन करना पड़ेगा. इट विल, यू कैन से शिफ्ट एलिमेंट्स टू मेंटेन descending order or ascending order. Right now I am performing here max max priority queue. All right, so मैं यहाँ पे max priority queue बना रही हूँ. So उसके लिए for that we have to maintain the elements ascending order, है ना, not ascending, sorry, descending order. All right, so we will maintain that also, and then we can make a function delete, so that highest priority element will delete first. So here I'm writing I equals to right now size -1. Okay, and here I am writing a small simple condition, two condition I will write. If I is smaller than equal to 0 and I a of ARR, हमें we have to check the elements also ना, हमें elements भी check करने हैं. ARR I is smaller than value, अगर smaller है value से, so I will decrease as well. Okay, now these two condition will check कि मेरा कहीं index value minus में तो नहीं जा रही है. अगर minus में होगी तो this condition will be false. If it is greater than and equal to 0, that is okay. And we have to check all the values inside all indexes. You can see if you have array like this. Okay, so in this I am writing some values 5, 10, 2, 23. ठीक है, तो इसको वो क्या करेगा, इसे ये डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में रखेगा, है ना, डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर में. So for this it will check the elements from 0 index, 1, 2, 3, so on. Okay, many times it will check. So that's why time complexity for this will be, we go n. Okay, all right. So now I'm writing here these two condition. If these two condition are true, then only it will go. All right. Now I'm writing here ARR I plus 1. Okay, and we'll shift the value. This is how we can shift. That shifting we have already understand when we were doing insertion operation, right? When we were performing also shifting. I will share a link here. Okay. All right. So once we have done this, then we have to, it will say minus, it will check all the elements, left side elements, it will check all, whatever elements you are storing. So after this, it will say ARR I plus 1. Okay, I plus 1, बेसिकली I हमारा क्या बन जाएगा, माइनस बन जाएगा, -1 बन जाएगा लास्ट में. तो उसको हमें एक ट्रिगर करना पड़ेगा सो दैट इट विल पॉइंट टू द 0 इंडेक्स वैल्यू. ओके, वेयर यू हैव टू राइट वैल्यू, हमें जहाँ पर वैल्यू लिखनी है. देन साइज विल इंक्रीज 1 by 1. This is how we can insert element. Right? Suppose I am calling insert function I'm calling here, providing here 15, insert 20, okay, insert 5, insert 60. All right, these elements I'm storing here. So right now I'm not giving any command to print it, so it will not print, but it will store. It will store according to this condition, you can say. Just do the dry run of this condition, you will get it all things why I am doing these two conditions here. Okay, suppose I want to print, so I am writing here void display. Okay, now I am having here void display. I will display simple simple array, right? So here we can write for loop, and I will go from size, as you have given size, so your index will start from 0, so it will go till I smaller than size, and then I will increase 1 by 1. All right, and then you can print cout ARR of I. Okay, and then a little space you can give. Done. So now display it. So I have given first element as 15, then 20, then 5, then 60. So इसका ideal जो order है, that should be what, 15, 25 and 60. But due to this for loop, it will arrange in a descending order. Okay, now let's create display function call here. We created already, now display it. So the order of this is what, 60, 20, 15 and 5. So due to this for loop. Okay, the highest priority wala element will be in the first location, and then next, and then next, like that. Okay, you can write here one more thing, cout handle. Okay, done. So this is how you can insert element and performing the order as well, according to the priority. यू कैन से मीन्स उसका सबसे हाईएस्ट एलिमेंट जिसका होगा वो भी फर्स्ट में होगा, फर्स्ट इंडेक्स वैल्यू में होगा. ऑलराइट, एंड देन यू आर डिस्प्लेइंग इट. लेट्स क्रिएट अ फंक्शन टू डिलीट. हम कैसे डिलीट करेंगे? सो फर्स्ट वी हैव टू चेक द क्यू इज एम्प्टी और नॉट. सो आई एम क्रिएटिंग हियर void display. Alright, I'm creating here void display. So if size हमारा equal to 0 होगा, that means queue is empty. Queue is empty. Alright. Done. And you can write enter. But if it is not, and then return main function. Okay. So but if it is not, अगर हमारा नहीं है तो हमें first element को delete करना है. I am simply writing a statement here as as you can say ARR 0 index. जो भी 0 index में होगा, right, it will delete. So just write down here deleted and done. But if it is empty, then it will print. But if it is not, then it will print the first statement as ARR 0 deleted. Now you have to delete. How you can delete? So I will create a for loop and shift again. हम shift कर देंगे, है ना? So just write down here for loop. Okay, int I will start from one index. Why? Because you have already deleted 0. 0 को delete कर दिया आपने, है ना? 0 index को delete कर दिया. That means what? It will start from 1, right? So I is smaller than size, right? And then I will increase 1 by 1. So now it will shift all elements from ARR I, you can say from ARR I to ARR I plus 1. That is also a shifting. That means you are, this shifting is what? This shifting is for जब आप क्या कर रहे हो? This is, can you tell me what is this shifting and what is this shifting? Write down in a comment box, come on. Then size minus minus. Now write down how, what basically this is. From where? Left to right or right to left? Where we have to go? कौन सा shifting है ये? Come on. That you already know. So this is what type of shifting? So you can say, if you are saying for this, if you are saying for this a I plus 1, okay, so what I plus 1 is basically, you can say this means value at index I is copied to the index I plus 1. That direction is what? Right side. So you can say this is shifting of right shifting. So elements are moving from left to right. Okay, आपके elements left to right shift कर रहे हैं, and each element goes to the next higher index. Okay, now next is your, when you are doing this one, इसका क्या मतलब है? So the same concept, this is basically, so this means what? Index, sorry, value at index I is copied to the index I minus 1. That means what? Left shifting. So the elements are moving from right to left. So each element goes to the next index value. Alright, so this is how we can write. So this is what right side shifting, and this is what left side shifting. Okay, this is, you have deleted already. Now call it here. So first element will delete. Delete. We have a function here, delete. Okay, now display. So when you are displaying, just call it again. So void display, there's a problem in this. Okay, so void display. delete. Okay, so you have to write here delete. Two functions you are creating with the same name. Again. What is problem in this program? Fifty, 40. 40 is this. Display, delete. I think there is no problem in this code. I don't know what is the problem. What was the problem in this? I just now change the name of function. फंक्शन का नाम चेंज किया मैंने. कंसेप्ट तो पूरा सेम ही है. डिलीट del कर दिया. I don't know what is. So now 60 deleted from the queue. All right. So this is how you can delete. This is how you can insert. If you want to delete more, yes, you can do it again. Copy it, paste here again. So two elements will delete. So now the element left has 15 and 5. Okay. So according to the priority of the elements will inserted, okay, and deleted as the highest priority element will delete first. So this is how we can write a program, okay, that is a priority max, you can say max priority queue. Okay, so for min you just need to change this, nothing else. है ना, min के लिए हमें ये change करना है और कुछ नहीं change करना है, all will be same. Okay, so this is a simple one. I hope you understand this concept. If you have any kind of query, write in a chat box. We will create this priority queue using linked list in a next video. Till then, keep learning, keep watching, and keep practicing. Okay, we will meet in a next video. Thank you so much.